Shut up and sit down.
Welcome, everybody, to the 3POA podcast, episode 57. I'm your host, LaserPants, also known as Ryan. I am joined, as always, by my good friend and yours, the man behind Analog Toys, the Desert Rat himself, and someone who hasn't been here for like a couple months, Tony Roberts. What's up, Tony? Welcome back to 3POA. It's been too long, man.
It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. It's been, has it been 2 months? 6 weeks? I've missed 3 shows, I think.
It seems like it's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah. It's been a while. But I'm really glad to not only be back, but be back for the last show of 2023. So Happy New Year, Ryan. Happy New Year to the audience. Best wishes for the new year on your collecting journey. I hope you buy lots of Hasbro stuff because it's awesome.
It's the best. We love it.
We love it.
Now we're also joined by someone else, a man known for his modern Action Force toy line, the CEO of Valiverse, Bobby Val.
Hello, gang.
Cracking the whiskey.
I'm celebrating tonight. I think I might even do something a little crazy for the show tonight. I think I might do a shot before every entry that I say tonight.
Holy, well, you can't do that alone. I gotta get a bottle down here. It's gonna get real, boy. The after show is gonna be interesting. Now, Tony, I know you can't
watch what I say.
Tony, I know you can't stay for the after show. We're on a very strict schedule. You have a date with Gracie today.
Yeah, and some of our friends. Yeah, we're all. I don't really want to do the whole New Year's Eve thing because I don't like. If I stay up till midnight, it's going to mess me up for the next few days. So yeah, we're going out for a New Year's Eve lunch with a bunch of friends. So I'm here for the main show, and then when you guys, get all lovey-dovey on the after show, I'll be getting lovey-dovey with the wife.
Right on.
Hey, make sure you live stream that, all right?
Yep.
Tell Grace I said it was okay.
All right, I will.
Yeah, future Tony is it's already New Year's Eve for him, for me and Bobby.
Yeah, it's
New Year's Eve.
That's right.
It is New Year's Eve here, yeah.
2023. Pretty crazy year. What was your highlight? I mean, not in your whole life, but just like stuff surrounding the hobby, collecting. Tony.
Well, I've got to say Joe Fest.
Yeah. Me too.
But running a very, very close second would be securing all of those Lost Palatoy TV adverts, which would not have been possible without this incredible gentleman at the bottom of the screen here who made, I think, 2 very sizable donations to that GoFundMe and got me over the line with his second donation while I was actually at Valiverse headquarters. I'm super proud that the community came together to achieve that, and everybody won. Bob Breakin, the Colville Heritage Society, and the community at large got to see those amazing, really high quality commercials from back in the day, some of which we'd never seen, and a lot of which we'd never seen in that quality. So
Yeah,
that's a real highlight for me this year.
I needed the tax write-offs.
Well, I mean, two birds with one stone, man. For me, it was definitely Joe Fest. I know it was really special for Bobby to get to see me in person again. He's a big fan. Same for you, Tony. So I was happy to bless you guys with my presence.
So which was better, Joe Fest 2022 or 23? Because I didn't kiss you at Joe Fest 2023.
2023, hands down.
I like 2023 better because, you know, I shared a room with Tony and I had to wake up multiple times to him trying to get in my bed. You know, so look, that's always exciting.
Right on.
Can anyone blame me?
I mean,
and of course there was another highlight, I think, for us, PowerCon 2023,
right.
Bobby. I know, Tony, you couldn't make it, but I was fine with that. What about you, Bobby?
PowerCon was awesome. I am bummed that they're not doing it this year, but I did see that they had a little bit of little touch of FOMO because they announced their 2025 show already.
Yeah.
So it's not even like it's more than a year and a half out from their 2025 show, and they're announcing their 2025 show. So you know, it's kind of interesting that they did that. But at least they are secured for a space and they're back and stuff. So you know, that's good. Hopefully they'll want us back. You know, I don't see why not. Only us and Four Horsemen had the lines. So I'll just have to figure out what we'll have for 2025 to have an exclusive. So, you know,
I think, you know, I think they're getting it out there for 2025 now because they know that with missing 2024, there's a good chance they're going to lose momentum, and they want to keep the hype up. They have to keep the hype up. And I'm going to help them because I had a blast at that show.
It was a fun show.
Yeah,
it was really fun.
Great show.
Are we still talking about PowerCon? Can I come back yet?
You can come back. Yeah.
Let's spend the first 10 minutes of the show talking about a convention that I didn't go to. That's awesome.
We talked about Joe Fest.
Well, I mean, it's not like you didn't know about it. You could have just stayed.
Yeah. You could have came back, Tony.
Well, yeah,
don't need a green card.
Another one of my favorite parts of 2023 was the 3 POA chat because they never failed to deliver. Robert Foley, thank you so much for your 4-month member celebration chat. He says, got to catch the replay. Just wanted to say happy new Tony, Ryan, and Bobby. We're new. I think he meant to say happy new year. But Tony, Ryan, thank you, Robert. Thank you very much, man. Of course, we're talking our top 5 toys of 2023 tonight. And Not Top Goon is coming through. Let's go, guys. Swarm Horde for the win. You might see him on someone's list.
He's on my list.
Yeah.
My list is all Action Force figures.
It should be. Darkest Cloister, sorry to spoil it, but Alf is the top toy of 2023. He might be on a list. To wait and see. Darkest Cloister. Listen to Rocco the Great. Smash the like button. Thank you, Rocco. Please hit the like button, guys. 250 here already. We haven't been going 10 minutes. That's awesome. Drew G. Cheers, bud. Good to see you here. Not Top Goon with the member chat. Thanks, man. So great to see everyone back. Happy New Year. Thank you, my friend. 2024 in 2 days. Wow. I don't know where the time goes anymore. It seems like we just did this show.
Right?
2022. Thanks, Goon. J Creations, New York with the member chat. Been a great year with you guys. Here's to another great year to come. Stay toxic, boys. Thank you, Mr. J Creations, New York. The maker of one of the coolest Action Force customs that I've seen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys agree, but I thought it was pretty damn cool.
It was very cool.
I was in the glass case over there.
There you go. And then another highlight of 2023 for me, meeting V. Conley and his wife, Samantha, Blue Serendipity. Thanks for the super chat, V. Conley. Just wanted to say we love you guys and thank you for helping to make 2023 such a dope-ass year for me and Samantha. Thank you to all the chat. Thank you, sir. V. Conley, always here. Right, Tony?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I was reading the chat.
And, of course, we got to meet the Goon at Joe Fest 2023. He ate the Vegemite. And he spent a lot of money on Valifer's figures. He came.
The Vegemite, that's got to be my favorite Instagram reel of 2023. Is him eating the Vegemite.
Yeah. That was funny. Let's see here. Timothy Ward, one of my favorite mods. He says, if you guys stream Tony sharing a room with Bobby at the next con, I'll send in a generous super chat. Oh,
how generous.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
Me and Bobby, we're not like Ryan. We won't do anything for $5.
Michael Frazier, thanks for the member chat. Happy New Year, fellas. Thank you, Michael. Another one from Ammo to Go, who always shares out the link to this show. Thank you so much, man. Ammo to Go says, Happy New Year's, you beautiful bastards. Thanks. I just went to the barber. Can you tell?
You always look like you've just been to the barber.
Oh, good. Thanks, Ammo to Go. Let's see here. Oh, Mark Rudolph. Thank you. Gifting 5 3POA podcast memberships. I didn't catch who got those, but you guys can all join the after show tonight. About 15 minutes after the main show ends. Thank you so much, Mark. It's very nice of you. Let's see here. Hector Martinez with the member chat. Happy New Year, guys. Thank you, Hector. Rhino Hobbies, welcome to channel membership. Welcome back. Thanks for re-upping, sir. And then we got, look at this, Barry Rappaport. Thanks for the super chat, Barry. It was a pleasure meeting you, Ryan. Now I met the whole 3POA. Yeah, got to sit down with Bobby, you and your family, including Barry, your father-in-law, and we had some. Where'd we go? We went to what was the name of that place?
Longhorn, I think.
We went to Longhorn.
Yeah,
good steak. Not bad.
It's a chain, but it's good.
It's not a chain over here. I didn't know it was a chain.
Flash, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas to you and your family and best wishes for the new year.
Barry, my kids better be asleep. Kids are
He's on kid duty.
My kids are staying at their house tonight. You know?
Right on. Yeah, it was nice meeting you too, Barry. Thanks for that super chat, man. All right. Let's see here. Collect to disconnect. Thank you. Cheers, 3POA. Bobby's Red Solo Cup for the win. There you go. Don't want to do dishes at the office. You got to have the disposables.
I know, right?
Man, we got the chat rolling in here. Rebel X Studios, thank you for the super chat. He says, Bobby, will we be getting any individualized swarm next year? I got plenty of troops with no one to command them.
Not in Series 5, not in Series 6. I don't know. Might not be till like 2025. I have a lot of other characters I want to introduce, but at the same time, it's like you want to keep outfitting the groups that I've already introduced. So it's like I don't want to abandon the swarm because the swarm is such an integral part of the story. But there are also other factions that I have ideas for, other Action Force characters I have ideas for. So probably not anything swarm related until 2025.
Bobby, why don't you just reveal everything that you're releasing for Series 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then the people don't have to send super chats and ask these questions?
I know. Well, we got to make money, right?
We like questions. Let's see.
I am going to do another Valifair around February, March. So, I'll have to reveal some stuff then.
Valifair.
Let's see how badly I can fuck up at this one.
You did too. Horrible. Man, Valifair was a big highlight for 2023, and not just for the 3POA, but I mean, of course, for Valivers.
Yeah, it's the only live stream I've ever been on that's had over 1,000 live viewers. That's insane.
That was crazy.
Yep.
We've been up like 700-800, I think, on this channel, but that went over 1,000. I don't know. Did we top 1,100 maybe? I can't remember, but yeah.
What day? Because I did it. What did I do? 3 days.
It was the last day which was the one I was on, but it wasn't because of me. It was because of the Praetorian, I think.
That's right. I showed the Praetorian. That's right.
That blew my mind because
right.
You didn't tell me about that one. So that I saw it for the first time during that show.
Dude, I'd worked on that little video it felt like about 3 weeks. And Bobby's a hard taskmaster, man. I would send it to him and he's like, just got a couple of comments, and then there'd be like 10 bullet points. Change this, and this, go back. Nah, I think I ended up on like, a 5th or 6th revision of that video, but it was worth it, man. Cause I still go back and watch that episode sometimes just to see the response in the chat. Like it blew everyone away. So
yeah.
And we're getting that figure in 2024, are we?
Oh yeah. He's part of Series 5. Hey, he's part of Series 5.
Let's see here. One more, and then we're gonna get to the main topic, and I'm gonna save some of these member chats for a little later. Mython the Python, thank you, Mython. He says, "Got to join the replay squad when I get home. Stuck at work, but wanted to wish you all Happy New Year." Thank you so much, Mython. Appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat, and I appreciate the stack of stickers that you sent me. That was really nice of you. So thank you. Now, before we get into our top 5, I got to get to this one. Let's see here. Ammo to go with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, man. That's really awesome. Very cool of you. So George Aiken, Fred F, Cerrone Games Go, 206 Toys, Jay Woods, Omega 579, Kustav, Matt Joseph, Boss Bradley, and Damon Williams. You guys can all join the after show tonight. You are channel members. Thanks to Ammo to Go. Thank you so much, man. As always.
Hey, I've got a question. When you gift memberships, does it gift the tater tot or the top level?
I don't know. I think
it's the top level because I just looked at the price of gifting 10 memberships and it looks like it's the top level. So yeah.
Thank you, Ammo to Go. That's very nice of you. Okay, so we're going to take a little pause from the chat here, and we're gonna get into our top 5 of 2023, and it was insanely difficult for me to narrow this down. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
I had a little trouble. But I think my trouble came from what we were talking before the show is that I didn't want to have multiples from the same company. I tried to spread the love with different companies. So
Same.
I have to take ones from the same company, put in my honorable mentions, but they're like higher than some of the ones that I have. So it was definitely tough.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just get into it. Tony, what is your number 5 top toy of 2023?
Yeah, I had a lot of trouble putting this list together, and I had all the figures laid out here yesterday, and then about 20 minutes before the stream started, I went and changed my number 5 because I forgot that this figure came out in 2023. So I had to go with now Desert Rat's got his army. I had to go with the Desert Trooper.
Understandable. That's a good one.
I like all of the Desert Troopers, but particularly the thing I like most about this is I suggested to Bobby that he hadn't used the grab bag since the it came out with the backpack set in Series 1.
Right.
And he listened to me and said, yeah, okay, I'm going to put it with the Desert Trooper. So
every now and then I listen to some good ideas,
he listens to you he listened to you at least once. I guess that's something.
I listened to Ninja. I listened to Tony. Ryan, I'm sure you made a suggestion that I did,
He always listens.
Did.
He just doesn't always take the advice. Like, yeah, great. Yeah, not doing that.
You did take advice from me this year and you changed something. I won't say what it was because you didn't. But
maybe I just don't remember.
Maybe. But I was really surprised that you actually changed or added something or however.
Why don't you just say what it is?
Are you sure?
Well, I don't know. Is it bad?
Well, I don't think it's bad. It was just my idea.
Put it in the private chat, and I'll let you know if you can say it. Now that's going to burn people up if I say no. You can't say it. Yeah, I mean, you could say that because it was. I mean, it was put out there that it was changed. I don't think we talked about why it was changed, but
no, I mean, I was just researching, the character Senshi. I was researching Japanese warrior culture and different names and stuff, and I came upon Senshi, and I thought that was a really cool name, and I suggested it to you, and you liked it too, and so you decided to swap it out.
Well, you know what it was? So originally, Senshi, who was originally Buddha, that wasn't a character that I created. One of the producers on the movie came up with that character for the movie. We have him in the script. And the more we're working on the script, the more I'm like, he's a really, really cool character. And I said, I should totally put him in the line. Because it's like you want to be able to do the characters before you do the movie version of the characters. Obviously, there's going to be some characters where I do the movie version first. But this one, I'm like, I want to introduce him. But I was never sold on the name. It was just the name that, our producer kind of came up with, and he kind of explained to me why he thought that name was fitting. But I never I don't know. I didn't like it. Sometimes, I've changed names before, Rollout was something different before. So I've changed names, and, Ryan was just like, hey, I think this fits better. And just, the meaning behind Senshi. And I was like, I just like the way that name sounds. Yeah. Even if it didn't have a meaning, I just like the way it sounds better. So yeah, that was a great suggestion.
I did not invent Action Force photography, but thank you. I like the disconnect.
So right, so when you're not collecting action figures, you are researching Japanese warrior culture and scrapbooking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Thinking about starting a little knitting circle too with some of my friends here. Is that okay? It's another hobby of mine, Tony. Now back to the list, but we got to get back to the list because this show can't go on for hours and hours tonight. Bobby, what is your number 5?
My number 5, I'm sure it's much higher on people's lists. I mean, they're doing an amazing job, so I don't want anyone to think that this figure is not up there. I feel like all 5 of mine are worthy of number 1. It's just that, this was the order that I picked. But also our good friend Articulated Ninja, he just had his top 15 or 20, and he made a really good point about, the whole series is kind of like a number 1, and picking one doesn't really matter because they're all great. But this was the one that kicked them all off, and it is the Jada Toys Ryu.
Oh yeah.
The Jada is just crushing it. I mean, these figures, they move incredibly well. Like their tolerances are perfect. Their durometers on their plastic are perfect. Like everything about this figure is perfect. I was trying to find something that I didn't really like about it, and it's like it's all good. Like these figures are great, and it's like I haven't opened up Fei Long. I opened up Chun-Li, and she's great, but it's like the texture they put on the gi and the paint, all of it's great. So I'm very excited to see what else they do. I think they're going to go pretty deep with Street Fighter. I just need Vega. So Vega will probably be my number 1 of 24 because aren't they doing him? Didn't they announce him?
Announce who?
Vega.
Oh, yep. Yeah. He's coming.
So Vega will already be on my list for 2024. I need to replace that Figure Arts one, which is still really good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I don't have. I could nitpick that figure, or that. What's this?
I didn't do a shot.
Oh my goodness, you're actually doing it. Tony, I'm going to give my number 5. Then I got to go get a bottle, so I'll have you take over the show for a minute.
Okay.
So my number 5 is from a company that has made. What word am I looking for? Large strides over the past 5 to 10 years, improving their quality, their QC, and even their articulation. And that's NECA. Okay. Hey, Matt Hatter, that's NECA. I don't know why I did that, but their Turtle 4-pack, their Mirage Turtle 4-pack is awesome. So pick either one of them. Any one of the 4, because they're all pretty much the same body. I went with Leo because I'm partial to the Katanas, but love the 4-pack. Looks like it jumped right off the comic page, which I admit I've never read, but I'd like to. Especially if if the old Mirage stuff is as good as the last Ronin has been, then I'll dig it. But these figures are awesome. So who agreed? Someone put this. Oh, Cerrone Games Go. My number 5 is a NECA 4-pack Comic Turtles. Good choice. That is my number 5 pick. The NECA Mirage Turtles. All right, Tony. I'll be right back. You want to read some member chats, and I'll be right back.
Let's do it. So, Wilhelm Toy and Hobby, he says, Happy New Year, 3POA, and everyone in the chat. Cheers. Happy New Year to you as well. Jeremy Kerr, good to see you, mate. He says, hope everyone has a great new year, and to you. Uban says, this is the moment 3POA fans around the world have been waiting for. Can you do a Bruce Buffer voice?
It's time!
Dude, we've still got another 2 weeks yet before the next UFC.
I know. But hey, let's take over the show for a second here, Tony, because what you sent me in on Messenger before, huge news that Conor is announcing his fight on New Year's Day. Something makes me think it's not Michael Chandler. I think if it was Michael Chandler, he wouldn't be making a big deal about it. Like he would just, like we've known that opponent for so long. That's why I think the opponent is changing.
I think he's been waiting so long. I think he's been I've seen some clips of him, being interviewed at various places, and he's been asking. He wants a tune-up fight, and he's getting frustrated because they won't let him have a tune-up fight. So I know Dana's been posting a lot just lately that he's been out in Abu Dhabi and he's been talking to him, and then Conor tweets that. So yeah. I mean, cheers. A tune-up fight,
Tony Ferguson's easy pickings right now. But I mean, it's like, maybe he realizes like Michael Chandler is a tough fight, which I've always thought Michael Chandler was a tough fight. Michael Chandler doesn't like not take fights seriously. And it's like, even the fights he's lost, he was in those fights. Like he's never gotten squashed in a UFC fight. So, I just feel like, Michael Chandler might have been a little bit more than you can chew. So the thing is, I can't wait for Michael Chandler to tweet like, I don't know what's going on, because they're certainly not going to let Michael Chandler know before they let Conor announce it. So that's why I think the opponent changed.
I've been gone for like 30 seconds, and you guys turned this into a UFC show.
And I bet we just got more viewers.
Right? Hey, we're not doing bad tonight. 382. Not bad.
Tony, I know you're super busy. I know I'm super busy. But I feel like if we did a UFC like stream where we just talked about UFC shit like once a month, we'd probably get a lot of views, man.
You should.
We've discussed this many times. Like, when we sit down and watch the pay-per-views together, we should like stream that to Twitch.
I feel like what Joe Rogan does. It's like Rogan doesn't show the fight because he can't show the fight, but they talk about it. And I'm like, if we did a watch along, I think that shit would be hilarious.
You guys should work all of that out on your UFC show. That would be an awesome idea. You could like talk about how you're going to do the UFC show on.
Look how mad. All right, everyone. We just turned this show into our top 5 UFC fighters list. Let's go, baby.
Oh,
hell no.
All right. So, I got to get back on track because Tony's got a date. Today. Bobby and Tony would like
I'd like to take this time to apologize. Absolutely no one.
Have you seen Conor McGregor lately? He looks wildly different than he used to.
Because he's on the sauce, man.
Dude.
That's what happens when you're on the sauce.
His face got big.
Yeah. Dude,
like
look at Barry Bonds' head. Barry Bonds' head got like 6 times bigger.
It did.
Listen, I want to take HGH and get on the sauce, dude.
Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire.
Listen, Donald Cerrone fully admitted he got on the sauce after he retired from UFC, and he got huge. So he said he feels like he's like 25. I'm like, yeah, baby, let's do it.
The chat's yelling at us now about
Sorry.
We got to
Hey,
get
you know
back
what?
on track.
Guys, this is what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
All right. We all did our number 5s. Tony, what's your number 4 of 2023?
So my number 4 is far from a perfect figure. You know, I think because I didn't collect too much modern this year, so my list isn't exactly the figures I think are the best ones of the year. They're just kind of my favorites that I appreciate for various different reasons. I wanted to put a G.I. Joe Classified on the list. This figure is far from perfect, but there's something I like about Snow Job. Probably the fact that I need the skis and ski poles for some upcoming Action Force figures. But yeah, there's a video coming about this figure in the new year. Quite a big video. Yeah, he's my G.I. Joe Classified pick for the year.
If I was doing a top 20, there's a good chance Snow Job would be on it. I really liked him. Yeah, good choice for number 4. Hey, Travis Dickey, welcome to channel membership, sir. Appreciate you, man. Stay tuned for the after show tonight, about 10-15 minutes after this one ends. Bobby, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is from a company I absolutely love.
Mezco.
I think it is actually not. It's actually not.
Mafex.
Hasbro.
Oh, Hasbro. Sorry, Hasbro.
I love that their stock's plummeting so I could buy more. Take that, haters. Heard someone was a little upset that I bought stock and shit on Hasbro. Yeah, and
No. They weren't upset. That guy's cool. It was just a disagreement.
All I'm saying is, don't hate the player, hate the game. I mean, you know.
That's all.
But again, their stock's going to go up, and I'm going to make a bunch off them, so it's all good. And then I'll shit on them some more.
Yes.
No, so this is probably my favorite company doing stuff right now. The only problem with them is they don't do stuff fast enough, and it is by Mafex. And this is a tough choice because Mafex put out the stuff that I got from Mafex this week or this year was phenomenal. Like, it was very hard to decide on a Mafex figure. I mean, Ryan and I just got one this week, and she is amazing, but it is not her. I'm probably a little biased on this. Michael French and Tony are going to hate it, but it is from the Snyder Cut.
Oh, boy.
And it is Black Costume Superman.
Hey,
this figure is perfect. They got his likeness perfect. The alternate head is great. Sometimes Mafex, the joints get a little loose. He is super tight. The wiring in his cape is robust. His paint, everything. This figure is so nice. So nice. And I'm so happy that we got this figure. I bought an import one that had soft goods.
Hold that up again, Bobby. Hold that up again.
Oh,
Turn. Look at the size of the neck on that. He looks like Elastic Man from Kenner's Superpowers.
Because his neck is, I lifted his head so he's looking up. That's why. Damn it, Tony.
The neck sculpt continues up into the head so that there's no gap when you articulate him.
So anyway, back to my figure. Yeah, it's a great figure. And, you know, like I said, I got that import, which is good. The Mezco one just blows goats. That thing sucks. I haven't
opened mine yet. I might just sell that 3-pack.
Listen, I always have a Mezco on my list. This year I do not. I feel like I'm one of those Hasbros, those like apologists. But it's like, listen, man, I love them. They've been shit in the bed lately. 89 Batman really soured me. This Justice League set just fucking sucks. And it's like, listen, if I'm going to wait 2 years for a $300 set or a $250 set or whatever the hell it was a lot. You know, you better give me a flawless figure. I mean, that Mafex figure, that shit was $80. And it's like, that thing's amazing.
Yeah.
That import one was like $80. That thing's amazing. Mezco, you guys are like dropping the ball, dude. You got to get your shit together because I love you. Like, I love your company. I love what you're doing. You got to get your shit together.
Should I even open mine? Because I got mine on a shelf over here. I haven't opened it. Maybe I should just sell it.
When I saw people immediately selling it, I was like, this is bad news. And it took a while for me to get mine. And I got mine late. And I opened it up. And I'm like, dude, this set sucks. Like, Batman is awful. All the people that are like, oh, the lighting is bad. You're using bad lighting. No. That costume sucks. Yeah. And that costume looks nothing like the movie. It looks nothing like the render they showed. All of it. It sucks.
And it took, like you said, 2.5 years.
2.5 years, dude. It's like, you guys can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I think Ryan should just give it away to the next person who sends a super chat.
If the super chat breaks me even on it, I will send it to him. I think it was $250. Yeah. And
it's like, I'm looking back because I moved into the new office. Sorry, I'm going to hijack the show for a little bit. Okay. I was going through all my Mezco stuff, figuring out what I wanted to display, and I pulled out my Ghostbusters set, and I was like, dude, I got this thing on super discount. It's a great set, and I'm looking at other stuff, and it's like, Sal sold me his Crow and his Mr. Freeze, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to open them because I'm not even excited about them anymore. So, I'm just like, shit, man, what happened?
It's too bad. Yeah. All right, on to my number 4. I just got this. This was not going to be on my list because I was never going to get this. But thanks to a buddy of mine who we know. Let's see here. I show this first. From this man right here, this beautiful mulleted man right here, Jeff Wheat. Thank you, sir. Last week, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I did get a Hiss Tank. Ooh. Not a figure, but this is my number 4 favorite toy of the year. This thing, look, dude, this thing is friggin' cool, man. This is a really, really cool toy. And I don't know why. I got comments that, you're a Hasbro hater, and someone said
you don't deserve it, Ryan.
I don't deserve it. They said, this one guy said, oh, it's going to be a biased review or something. First of all, it wasn't a review, but I pretty much just gushed over it. Like I really have no complaints about this toy. They did a good job. They did a good job, man. That's my number 4.
I still need to watch that video because you said you talked some shit about me, and I'm
a little bit
mad about it.
No, you'll like it.
I don't even know what you said, but I'm mad about it.
That's okay. I'm sure you'll move on. That's my number 4, and here's my. I might regret this.
Well, yeah, we're kind of flying through it. I'm like, oh wow, I just took 2 shots and I'm drinking another drink. I'm like, oh well, kids are staying at my in-laws.
At least I got Woodford. Woodford's good, nice and smooth.
It is very smooth.
I'll make up for it when I go to the pub for lunch, and I'll do my shots there.
For lunch.
All right. Earl Potts, thank you for the member chat. Happy New Year, team. Tony, your package went out today. Finally, now it's a late Christmas present. Enjoy.
Thank you, Earl. Much appreciated.
Thanks, Earl. Can you say what he got you, or that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know. I think there's a T-shirt in there, but then other than that, I don't know. And I don't know what the T-shirt is. So
cool.
It's a surprise.
B&B Toys, thank you for the member chat. He says, happy, merry holiday, or whatever. To that, I say,
hey, happy Festivus, everyone.
My favorite show. Thank you, B&B Toys. Appreciate you, man. And then we will get to this one. PDR Action Figures 81. Thank you for the member chat. Bobby, a Villain's Wave like Hasbro, only better.
I definitely plan on doing a Villain's Wave.
Cool.
Definitely. I also plan on doing, there's a faction that I want to introduce. And when I introduce this faction, the whole wave is going to be their faction. So that's going to be cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Northern Nomad says, listening to you guys equals emotional damage. I don't have that drop on my board. I had to swap it out for Festivus. So I think I want to retire that one. I don't want it to get stale. It might be getting stale, the emotional damage. And I retired the toxic one too, the Britney Spears drop. It might come back one day, but for now I'm going to retire. I just don't want the show to get stale. I want to keep moving forward.
The last show of 2023 was a nice time to retire some sound bites.
Yeah. Refresh the soundboard for 2024. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call. I like it.
But thank you, Northern Nomad. Appreciate it as always, sir. All right. Let's see here. Earl Pot says whiskey time. Indeed. Thank you for the super chat, man. Look at that. He's got a picture with him and Todd McFarlane.
I love that he's got the Todd father in there.
He's got Todd McFarlane. I make figures. And
comic books. Comics.
I drew Spawn. And, I buy baseballs and I'm a millionaire. All right. Thanks, Earl. Appreciate it, man. Okay. Back to it. We're halfway through the list. You know what? We got some super chats. I'm going to read a couple more super chats since we'll do number 3. That'll be halfway, and then super chats. Okay.
All right.
Tony, what's your number 3 top toy of 2023?
Well, there was this amazing convention this year that you guys just won't stop banging on about, and I didn't go to, but it did produce what I consider to be my 3rd favorite modern action figure of the year. Not Top Goon. It's not number 1. Sorry, mate, but it's number 3. It's the Swarm Horde. I'm like, my favorite Swarm figure of all is the Wasp Raider. I just love the color scheme on that. This is running a very close second now of every Swarm figure, Scarab, all of that faction that's come out. I just love the colors on this guy. And the fact that it came, in the deluxe pack he doesn't have the shield on him here, but he's got the shield, he's got the translucent figure stand and everything. Just this, the metallic paint on the pack. It's killer job on this one, and a new head sculpt, alternate head sculpt as well. So
I love that new head.
I love it.
So do I. I kind of like when I did that head. I was like, shit. I wish this was the original head for the Swarm. But it's a very cool head.
No, I like the original head. It's just nice to change it up. Give it that something unique for that convention exclusive. So
I do like that the glow one comes with all 3 heads.
Yes.
Can't wait to get that.
I want like the Scarab head as the 3rd one.
Yep, the Scarab and both Swarm heads. Yep.
Real quick aside, since you just mentioned the glow in the dark Tracer Swarm Tracer, what is the difference between a pre-order and a pre-sale? It's kind of the same thing, but the pre-sale is a much shorter waiting period. So you're gonna be shipping those out in a week or 2, Bobby?
Yep. The shipment's getting here on the 7th. So yeah.
Wait a minute. The Swarm Tracer comes with 3 different heads.
Did you not see the listing?
Not really.
Ryan, get rid of this guy. Jeez.
He's done. Yeah. The show just got better.
Look, if it comes with 3 different heads, I'm gonna have to have 3 of them, and I only ordered 1.
Guess you're ordering more.
I guess I am.
Yeah.
Or I'll just put some more in your order. So only if you ask.
If you want to throw in an extra blowback, I'll give you a blowback later in the year.
Oh God. Bobby, what's your number 3?
My number 3. What is my number 3? Oh, this is one. I love these guys. They do amazing work. It's just not my genre and stuff like that. But they did this figure, and very rarely do I buy a figure like impulse buy a figure. Like I'll see something like, holy shit, that's so cool, I gotta buy that. But I'm a sucker for this story, and it made it, into this list just in the nick of time. But what it comes with is just unbelievable. I got it and I immediately opened it. I was so excited to get it. They shipped mine out like really, really quick. But it is the 4 Horsemen. Oh, Jacob Marley. It's like, dude, look at all those chains.
That is pretty cool.
Look at this figure. It's so cool. This figure is so cool. Everything he comes with. He's got his alternate head.
That reminds me, real quick.
He's got the door knockers. Like, dude, this figure, he's got a like the box. Their presentation is unbelievable. Like the backdrop, the package opens up, it's like a backdrop, but this figure is so cool. Like they did an unbelievable job. And I love A Christmas Carol. I love Muppets Christmas Carol. I love all of it. So like The second this figure like went up, I immediately bought it. It could have been $250. I wouldn't have even noticed the price. I literally just went on and just bought it. So it's like, it's awesome. And no, I didn't open the safe yet. Ooh, what's in the safe? Whoa! I just saw someone's comments. Did you open the safe yet?
Wow.
There's a hidden head in the safe.
That's cool.
Well,
that's I want to take that figure out and make it parachute from a drone and see how long it takes Bobby to get all the chains untangled.
Look at that head. Look at that head. That is cool, man. Awesome.
It's
Holy crap. Thank you for telling me to open the safe. But like this figure could have easily been my number one. This figure is amazing. Four Horsemen, you guys crushed it with this figure.
Johnny Number Cinco says, "Damn, the Horsemen got everyone on the payroll."
Again, listen, I don't buy their stuff because, like, I'm not really into the fantasy genre. Listen, their stuff is fantastic. I have some of their stuff, but it's not something like I collect all the time. But like the fact that this was from a story that hits home for me in my childhood, it's just like it's just a cool figure, like, and it's like something I didn't see coming. Like Jacob Marley. Like, that's really cool to do a Jacob Marley. I know they did a Santa Claus, but it's just like, dude, this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome.
Awesome. All right. My number 3. Did you do your shot?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Come on. Now, my number 3. Now, Tony, we did not tell each other what our top 5 were. So I'm finding out Tony's and Bobby's as you guys are, and vice versa with the two of them.
This bottle's empty. That means I got to get another bottle for my last 2.
Oh, boy. My number 3 is Swarm Horde. I mean, what can I say?
Wow. We both had it at number 3.
Such
and the past 2 years I have made a rule when we do our top 5 or 10 or whatever that we limit ourselves to one Action Force figure because obviously we're part of the brand, especially you, Tony.
I don't have much choice but to have quite a few Action Force because I don't collect a lot of modern.
Right. No, that's cool, but I didn't say that this year. But this one still ended up on my list. Now, if 6 months ago I would have said it's going to be Warpath Eclipse or Pandora, but when I got him at PowerCon, that was it. I'm all about that Swarm Horde, baby. That's my number 3. I love it. So, oh yeah, I got to do one now too. Dang, I feel like I just did one.
You're welcome.
Ryan's going to be so hungover tomorrow. He doesn't cope with it very well. He's not a professional degenerate like me and Bobby.
Listen, but good whiskey doesn't hit me too hard, and Woodford is good, so it should be okay.
I'm not so much of a degenerate anymore.
I
mean, listen. I will say this. I was going over my con list for this year coming up, and the one con that I will say I'm going to is Terrificon. For those of you that know, Terrificon is at Mohegan Sun Casino. That's going to be a degenerate weekend. That is absolutely going to be a degenerate weekend. If you're coming to see me at the booth, I won't be there. I'm going to be at the tables.
What weekend is that? Hold on. What weekend is that?
That is August 17th, 18th weekend, I think. I think so.
I'm writing that down because maybe I'll come out for that one.
Oh, dude, you got to come.
There won't be one in Augusta.
But yeah, listen, I'm going to be an absolute degenerate. I'm going to just listen, I'm going to be at a casino for a whole weekend. It's going to be bad. I might get there on Thursday. So whatever.
I'm glad I don't gamble.
Huh?
I said, I'm glad I don't gamble.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
All right. Okay. So we got through our number 3s. I want to get to some chats here. Rebel X Studios, thank you for the super chat. I spent my Christmas bonus on Series 4. Love you guys.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Thank you, Rebel X Studios.
You'll love them. You'll love them.
Yeah. Jeff Wheat, the Hiss Tank Man himself. Thank you, Jeff, for the super chat for 2023, by the way. He says, here's to the 3 POA, Bobby, Tony, and Ryan. Cheers to all my fellow channel members and fans of the show. A great year for collectors with so many awesome new figures. Happy New Year, everyone, and see you at Valicon 2024. air horn will not be retired. Thank you, Jeff. That's very nice of you, man. And yeah, thanks again for that his tank. I don't know what to say. Coolest gift I've ever gotten, unless it's a gift that my wife gave me, then that's much better because she's watching, I'm sure. All right. Thank you,
Jim Smith. Don't listen to Jim Smith. Totally worth the price, Ryan. Totally worth the price. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Wait, what?
He said Terrificon isn't worth the price of the plane ticket. You know what? I'm going to fly Ryan out there on my dime. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
Even better. I'll definitely be there now.
Hey, Ryan, didn't your wife get you like a 1-of-1 gift this year from Valaverse?
Yeah, she did.
And you're saying that the his tank's better?
No, I said anything she got me is automatically better than the his tank.
I totally forgot about that.
Like the Pandora
And you
is so
said
good.
that with your fingers and toes crossed.
Listen, I meant to mention this, but there's a very specific reason that toy is not on this list. It's because it transcends the hobby for me. That's how awesome having a 1-of-1 prototype in my collection is. Like, it's too good to be.
I mean,
like,
listen.
It's on a list of its own. It's a category of its own. It's not a toy.
You got 2 1-of-1s this year.
Yeah.
You got a box of potatoes. That's the only one that I'm going to make.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the prototype Desert Rat.
Well, that's not 1-of-1.
No, because there's 5 of us that have that. Or 4 of us that have it.
True.
But no, the box of potatoes is a 1-of-1.
Yeah, it's very true. I still have that over there on the wall. Now, the potatoes are gone. I put a picture of potatoes in there.
You didn't let them grow vines and stuff like that?
No.
Come on.
No, I didn't. All right, let's see here. It's Chad. Thank you for the super chat, man. Chad, appreciate you. Happy New Year, you awesome, handsome, toxic gentleman. Where's the stompers and go-butts? Ryan, glad to see you're feeling better, you jerk. Yeah, I got really sick on Christmas Day. Oh my God.
On Christmas Day?
It was 36 hours of hell. Yeah, I don't know. Something I ate or food poisoning or something, but it was bad. Yeah. Thank you, Chad. Appreciate you. All right. Troll Painting Minis. Thank you for the super chat. Says, Happy New Year. What do you guys think about the Strike Force Alpha figures? I don't like the reuse, but I guess it's no different than 82 G.I. Joe reuse. I don't have them, but Michael just did a retro blasting.
Yeah.
Did a good video about them.
I've that's the first time I've really looked at them, and I it's not something I'm going to be collecting, but I thought they look really cool.
Yeah, same. Not in my collecting wheelhouse. I don't really collect the scale, but I thought they looked cool. So yeah, good luck to that company. Thank you, Troll Painting Minis. We got Mad Hatter reviews. Okay, thanks for the super chat, buddy. He says, Ryan, congrats, buddy. You're my top 5 3POA hostless.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope so. Because there's only 3 of us. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Top 5.
Hey,
Yeah.
Didn't Mad Hatter put the Swarm on his list as well?
He did, yeah.
Horde?
Yeah, he put Storm Horde on his top. What did he do? He cheated. He did like top 20, which is too easy.
Oh, well, I better have made the top 10.
I think you were 20. No, I don't know. I don't know where you fell. I don't remember.
Listen, Ninja had 2 Action Force figures in his top 10.
He was shilling hard for that.
Come on, Hatter. Come on.
Thank you, Hatter. All right. Junkion, thank you for the super chat. Guys, thanks for a great 2023. From Saturday nights to Joe Fest, Action Force has made my collection. # new sounds. Oh, yeah, on the board. I got the Festivus one. I got this one on the button now. Get the theme song. Not bad. Yeah. Thank you, Junkion. Appreciate you, man. Nice meeting you at Joe
I can't believe all that time back when I was creating the original intro and I was looking for a piece of music. Often for an intro, it can take me forever to find the right piece of music. And I had to buy a license to be able to use that bit of music. It wasn't hugely expensive, but I found it really quick and it doesn't get old.
Yeah, it's good.
I loved seeing that intro again today. Awesome.
Thank you, Junkion. Appreciate it, man. Like I said, nice meeting you at Joe Fest. Let's see here. Articulated Ninja. Thank you, sir. Oh, wait. this will also not be retired. Thank you, Ninja. Ninja's going to be on the channel this Wednesday. Me and with Nikki Nicole Customs. Tony's back. Sus blowback talk. UFC shots easily best top figure video / stream on the tube. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Ninja.
Yeah. Appreciate you, dude. Can't wait for our show on Wednesday. All right. We got Darren Whitmire. Thank you for the super chat. Y'all are awesome. I noticed on the Arctic Gear Pack thumbnail that the trooper is wearing headgear with goggles. Does that come with the gear pack?
What, the head? No, the head comes with the trooper. Look at the
helmet.
Oh, the helmet? Yeah, the helmet comes with the gear pack. Is it not in the picture?
No. Headgear with goggles. That's the balaclava with the goggles.
Yeah, so that's the balaclava head that comes with the Arctic Trooper with the helmet on, which I actually had never done that, and it looks really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it comes with the trooper, not the gear pack. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, look, I'm lowering prices, and you get a third head with a figure.
No one
Come
ever thinks
on.
about getting 3 heads.
Come on, I'm the bad guy.
Thank you, Darren.
Say hello to the bad guy. There you go.
Let's see here. Figure Fever. Thanks, Figure Fever, for another super chat. Glad you are better, Ryan. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling great, man. Appreciate that. All right, let's go on to our number 2 picks for 2023. We're almost at an hour here, so we're doing good. We're making good time here, Tony. You won't be late to your date. Number 2.
I've got a whole hour yet, so.
Number 2 selection, Tony. What you got?
The Joe Fest 2023 exclusive. Path Eclipse.
What a stupid, rotten shill you are. You disgusting sack of human waste. No, I'm kidding.
But you know what? This action figure also inspired one of the best figure review videos I've seen all year. And that was easily my favorite articulated ninja video of the year, is when he reviewed this figure. That video was just next level.
It was very, very good.
Yeah, the photography, the editing. This figure is not getting old on me. I absolutely love it. I just wish I had got some more.
Very, very good choice.
In your box.
Thanks.
Bobby, what is your number 2?
I got to get ready. So I'm going to get my shot ready.
I'm going to pour mine right now, just so I'm ready.
And this is in honor of the man who's going to be making a huge announcement on New Year's Day. It's not good. It doesn't taste good.
God.
But I got it.
What is that?
It's
proper 12 Irish whiskey.
Conor McGregor's whiskey. I mean, he sold the company, but he still, pushes it like crazy. So.
I drank
that for the first and only time on New Year's Eve about 4 years ago, and I would not drink that again.
Awful.
I almost grabbed the bottle of Nearest that V. Conley and Samantha gave us / me at Joe Fest, but then I remembered it's 100 proof, and I'm like, I'm not doing 5 shots of 100 proof whiskey. But it goes down smooth. Anyway,
sorry, Connor, that sucks. Okay. This is going to blow some people's minds.
Oh,
absolutely blow your mind. This is my number 2 pick.
Of the year.
Of the year. That's 1 spot away from number 1.
All right.
I got
no way. No.
That's right.
Oh, hell no.
That's right. I want this kiss to go out to all the Hasbros out there. Mwah. Suck it. Suck it, you Hasbros. You idiots. Look at this. Look at this. I put this on my list at number 2. Number 2. So you all can just go suck it.
Liar.
Now, I'm going to explain. So this wasn't about overall, none of this was price consideration. It was all just the toy or figure. And that's what the parameters were. I took price, I took value, I took all that out of it. and I said, I just want to judge it on the actual product itself. Whether this product was $1 or $700, I'm judging on the product. I was very, very impressed by this. When I got it, the size is very impressive. You know, there's something that's just as big for less, but you know, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
Size queen.
But it's impressive. And I know some people are like, oh, it's undersized. Or some people said, oh, it's sized right. Or no, Cheeto fingers. No, it's perfect. You know, because obviously if you
Cheeto fingers.
You know, if you say anything bad about the Hiss tank, especially in some groups, you're not allowed to. You know, some elite fuckers those are. Anyway, I put this on my list. It is impressive. It is absolutely impressive. The detail is fantastic. It's very robust. It doesn't feel cheap. Like it doesn't feel like thin plastic. The clear on the canopy is like the clearest clear I've ever seen. Normally you get some sort of kind of fogginess or tint to it. They nailed it. Again, the detail in the cockpit is fantastic. There's nothing that warps, is soft, blah, blah, like the little ladders on the side, the fact that you can open up and see like the engine parts, the interior, like it's cool, man. Like this thing is cool. Like, and I was blown away by it. Like the presentation that they did also, it's like, again, I've ridiculed putting more money into packaging because I don't like that. But when you buy something expensive, you want to make sure that it gets to you in one piece. And you want to make sure like this thing doesn't get banged up. Like this is a $300 item. Make sure this thing gets to you and it's solid. And they put this thing in 4 boxes. Like this was in the brown box, then it was in the Hiss box, then it was in an outer box, and then that was in an outer box. Like I was like, I just kept opening boxes. I was like, this is amazing.
You mean one of the world's most environmentally friendly corporations,
right?
Isn't
that something? Dude, listen, boxes. They talk about saving the planet. They probably cut down like a third of the rainforest to make the packaging for the fucking Hiss tank.
It was an entire sequoia, old growth sequoia tree.
100%.
To make
but like, dude, this thing is impressive. And I could give 2 shits about lights. I don't think lights should be in like toys. Like normally, like it's not a selling point for me. Like I'm not gonna ever put the lights on. Like that's not something that is ever gonna sell the item for me. But again, like this thing, even like I didn't put any of the decals on it, and I don't think you need to. I think it was perfect. Like they could have made like these decals, and it's like I know people are gonna be like, well, the Vanguard's got labels. Yes, I did that because people couldn't decide on what they wanted to do. So a lot of people had suggested labels because they wanted to be able to customize it. Would I have wanted to do deco hits? Yes, but then it's like you're stuck with that. So I wanted the more customization. So it was like a 6 of one, half dozen of the other kind of thing. But I do like that certain things, you know, were tampo printed. The treads are amazing. Everything goes smoothly. Like this thing is awesome. The only gripe, and this is the only thing that I had with it, is it comes with this little thing here, this little piece of armor that covers the gun. It's like it has a Cobra emblem on it, but it's like, let me try to pry it off here. It's like the one underneath has a tampo on it. Okay, well, you come with this piece of armor that you put over top of it, and you cover up that tampo hit that you paid for. Why didn't you just spray this?
Could you use your?
That's why Lenny sucks as the designer.
Could you use your? What's that paint thing called that you use with the factory where you choose the color?
A Pantone book.
Pantone book. Can you use that to find the exact red?
You could, and
then I could get like the paint and paint mine because that would look really cool if that Cobra logo was painted.
You could, yeah. And it's like they would have, like if this thing was coming at you, seeing that thing red, like that would have made a world of difference. But dude, listen.
Now know that's the haters. That's all they're going to focus on. He was mad about the
logo. Mad. He said something bad about it. He didn't say it was perfect. He didn't say it was perfect. Let me lift the Cheeto fuzz off my fingers while I live in my parents' basement. No, man, listen, this thing is impressive. It is absolutely impressive, but it is impressive as a product alone. If you ask me about price, if you ask me about the platform, I'm going to tell you it's not good.
But as a product alone, this thing is very cool. Like, look at the size. Like this is cool. The fact that I'm holding like a 6-inch his tank like in my hand is pretty cool.
This is going to be a hot tank. This is going to be a hot take for a member of the 3POA podcast to say. And I kind of disagree. I think the whole final package with the 4 figures, including the Cobra Commander, which I ripped mine open. I think the value was not bad.
The value got there.
Yeah.
But, and I
the
know
initial value, not quite. No.
You can this will be an argument that will never be like finalized.
Right.
You can either argue what the initial was, or you can argue what the final was. I say, yes, we got there in the end. It made it better. But they tell you what the initial is. If this thing didn't get to all those unlocks, is it worth it? A lot of people said no. Well, okay. Oh, all that they said, all that stuff's baked in. Guys, you are so fucking gullible. So fucking gullible. You might be the most gullible people on the planet, toy collectors. You think you're absolutely going to believe someone from Hasbro saying that stuff's baked in. Do you know how two-faced people at Hasbro are? Guys, look at all the shit they've pulled on you. Hey, this comes with cardboard. Hey, oh wait, all of a sudden, hey, we're not funding. We can add the Rancor Keeper.
Yep.
Do you think that was baked in? If you think that was baked in, you're a fucking idiot and go run your face into the wall. Like
when they did that, like I saw people like, oh, good, they added the Rancor Keeper. I'm like, no, that makes it worse for me because that shows me they could have done it from the beginning. Now I'm really pissed, and now I'm really not backing it.
Yep. Same thing with the Robbie Reyes.
Yeah.
Oh, that early unlock didn't unlock. Shit, what are we going to do? Just give it to him. What was the point of the early bird special then? It just took all the special away from it. So it's like, you guys are so gullible. So gullible. If you think that you're going to believe a Hasbro employee when they said it's baked in, I'll tell you what, it is 100% not baked in. Why do you think they need unlock numbers to get there? They need the unlock numbers to justify the cost for it. You fucking idiots.
You mean the marketer whose job it is to sell everyone everything
100%
isn't actually like 100% honest? They just want
100%.
to sell something? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's baked in. It's baked in. He said it's baked in. Okay. Yeah. Good luck with that. Wait till the next HasLab that comes around. Enjoy that.
KBA says, I presume everyone has a Super 7 product as a number 1. Of course we do. Yes.
100%.
Yeah, like one of those G.I. Joe Ultimates that what are they on sale for now? Like $7 Big Bad Toy Store.
They got down to $10.99. Yeah, it's crazy.
$10.99. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love every second of it.
Did you do your number 2 shot, Bobby?
I did. Remember, I did the proper 12 and it sucked.
Right.
It sucked. It sucked just like, Hasbro's believing things are baked in.
Right. Yeah, look, man, his tank, I think they did a great job. I'm right there with you. Mine wasn't number 2. I put mine at number 4, but
I was impressed as a product alone, not as an offering.
What did you think of you open your Cobra Commander, or is he on card?
I did not open the Cobra Commander yet. I'm very tempted to. Like, he looks really good on card. But he looks really cool. So I think I might open him.
Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said in the video, I was a bumbling fool when you gave it to me. But I think he said, like, Jeff, I seem to remember you giving me permission to sell the Cobra Commander, but I couldn't. I was like, I got to rip this thing open on camera. I can't. I mean, it's not worth. I don't know. It's selling for like $80 or $100 or something.
No one is opening that figure. You might be the only person in the world who's actually opened it and played with it. That's because everyone else is like, oh no, I'm going to be able to sell this. I'm going to be able to sell this for $500 in a couple of years. I'm keeping this on card.
I scuffed his head when I shoved it in that gay car.
That is the one part of the video I actually saw. I was going somewhere and I was like, oh, Ryan's live stream. Let me put it on my phone. And I turned on the stream just as you're manhandling this Cobra Commander. And I was like, I just heard a gasp from the collecting community as he just manhandled that Cobra Commander.
I did.
And just ripped it open. And then I loved when you turned it upside down and just started smashing it. It was so good. Oh, I loved it.
I almost wanted to go next level. And by the way, for those of you that watch him, yes, completely inspired by Ethan Van Sciver. But I was tempted to pull out the scissors and just cut through the packaging and the figure to get it open. I thought that would have been really funny, but I didn't want to cut the figure in half.
Wow.
Even though it would have been funny. Okay, we gotta move on to my number 2, and a figure from this line. Huh?
Do we have to move on to your number 2?
No.
Do your shot.
Do it first?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're supposed to do. I just caught up.
That's good. All right. My number 2 is a figure from a line that Bobby has already mentioned. It was on your list, not on Tony's. But I picked a different figure so far in this line. This is my favorite figure. Chun-Li almost knocked him out of first place for my favorite figure from this line. But it is Fei Long. Fei Fai Fo Fum Long. Fei Long is my number 2. Excellent figure. I mean, there's no drop-down hip. And he can still kick.
Wow.
Right up to the... I mean, there's no drop-down. And he can still... I mean, the range on this thing is just awesome. Look at that. If they add a drop-down hip, like his foot would be behind his head. It's crazy. And like Bobby said, the joints are just smooth like butter. Posability is awesome. They got all the right joints in all the right places. I love this line. I can't wait to see what Jade is doing. I got their chest.
Have they just announced a Blanca figure, or is that a different company?
They teased
a Blanca.
Yeah, they had a Blanca. They had a Blanca prototype at LA Comic-Con. But Street Fighter's not their only good line. They're doing food mascots, and their Chester Cheeto is pretty good too. But yeah, I'm really excited for Jada, man. I love what they're doing. By the way, for $25, this Marvel Legends should hang their head in shame. Because there's no way this figure costs more to design and engineer than a Marvel Legend.
100%.
It's the same number of parts. It's just the guy that designed this cares. He's passionate about action figures. Fei Long, number 2. Now, before we get into our number 1s, we each have a few honorable mentions, which technically turns us into a top 10. Tony.
I don't have that many honorable mentions. Shit.
I'm going to go get my other one.
Okay. Tony, would you like to start with your honorable mentions for 2023?
Yeah, my first honorable mention is a 2-pack. And I picked this for the list because I'm a huge Hulk fan. This is also my first ever Bruce Banner figure. But the reason this is on the list, Ryan, is because you gave me this.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
My face has got your big pipe right in the middle of it.
I take care of my favorite drunk Australian.
Yeah, I really like this 2-pack. Like, there's a lot of issues with these figures, but you know, I like the color orange, so. You know,
listen. Just say it. That 2-pack is saved by the Hulk because the Bruce Banner sucks.
It's still cool to have a Bruce Banner figure, but yeah. It's saved by the Hulk. I like the color scheme on it. The gray Hulk with the orange ripped up shirt.
Did yours come out as bow-legged as mine? Because when I opened mine, it was horrible.
Yeah, it looks like Leslie Nielsen's legs. Yeah.
Hey Tony, you know who else likes the color orange? Jordan. You should probably stop liking the color orange now.
Oh, he who shall not be named, Jordan? Behind the scenes guy, Jordan?
I just did. So, am I doing all my honorable mentions, or are we going around? Or
yeah, do them all.
All right. Well, I've got 2 more. So,
cool. Let's hear it.
The next one, surprisingly, is from the Indiana Jones Adventure series.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's my Taliban bomb layer.
Oh yeah. Very nice.
I picked up 2 of these in the States because they do make, throw a bit of Alaverse gear on there, give them an AK, and then you've got some Taliban bomb layers.
You remember we met Ham at Joe Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent me a couple of those. He found at Target on discount, like $10 each.
Right.
I paid. So
yeah,
I got good figure. Yeah, that's a good stand-in for Taliban bomb layers.
And my final honorable mention of the year.
All right.
I don't love this figure, but this inspired the video that I made this year that I am most proud of. So he had to go on the list just because of the video it ended up becoming.
Oh, Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Yeah.
A lot of problems with this figure. But thank you, Hasbro, for allowing me to make such an amazing video.
Great video. I also have Big Ben. I didn't like that figure. Like, he looks cool. I like the gas mask head. But what got me with that thing was the articulation. I just couldn't get past the arms, not being able to.
I don't like the gas mask head. That's why I display him like that, because no neck articulation, exposed neck, painted in a color that kind of doesn't match skin tone properly, and it's very pink and yeah.
All right,
they're my honorable mentions.
Bobby, any honorable mentions before we get into our number ones?
I have 3.
Let's see it.
So the first, I said how very rarely do I impulse buy a figure, just seeing a figure and be like, whoa, that's really cool. This is a figure that I got that Ryan kind of laughed at me about because he was like, I passed that figure up a bunch of times. Now, I'm hit or miss with McFarlane stuff. But every now and then he does something and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Now, I didn't read this story. I have no idea what he is from, what this storyline was, but he does a shit ton of Batman figures. And I saw this figure and I was like, that is freaking cool. And it is this caveman Batman.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah,
he's still at my Target.
I mean, listen, again, it's probably a figure that's at a lot of Targets, but I look at it from a product point of view. They did a really good job. Whoever is there is a good designer and knows more about the toy industry than someone at Hasbro or Super 7 because they have a Yik-Sang book. Because I can tell that they put a Yik-Sang texture on the skin, which is really nice. They put a texture on the cape, which is really nice. And just the detail on this figure is really, really good. Like, I just think it's cool. Like the level of like the fur and like he's got like a bunch of shark teeth on his boot there. Like this is a cool figure. This is a really, really cool figure. A figure I know nothing about is absolutely a cool figure. Now, I normally don't like all the versions of Batman like Gotham by Gaslight and Toxic Avenger Batman and this and that. But it's like this Batman he just looked cool. And, I judged it by a product and I said, that's very cool. So that was my first honorable mention.
It makes me want to see what Todd would do with a Conan line.
Sure.
Yep.
His sculptors and their detail is immaculate. Now, my second honorable mention, the only reason the other Mafex got in is because I'm a Snyder mark and I'll be the first to admit it. However, this figure, while he wasn't my favorite of the 4 in the comics, this figure blew me away. And that's
Steel.
Oh, this figure, dude, this figure is awesome. His paint, his articulation. Look at that cape. Look at that.
Beautiful. Yeah.
That's stiff like a porno. It's like this dude's great. This is an absolutely great figure. Again, not my favorite of the 4. I find it interesting that they led with Cyborg, then they did Steel. Now they're going to do Eradicator and Superboy, which I think Eradicator went up first and then Superboy, right? Eradicator was my favorite of the 4.
No, wait, Superboy hasn't gone up. I think they just teased him.
Oh, they just teased him, but Eradicator went up, right? Did I not order? I think I ordered him.
I think Yes, I think so.
You know what I find funny when it comes to Mezco stuff? I tend to order two and not remember because I order from Andrew from Toyco, and I usually order from like Big Bad, and I never remember who I order from, so I just always have two Mezcos or Mafexes. But I'm psyched for the Eradicator. So I can tell you right now, the Eradicator is also going to be on my list. So Vega and Eradicator 2024, they're going to be on my list because Eradicator is my favorite of the four Supermen.
Eradicator's definitely been up for pre-order. Yeah, we should be getting that.
And then my third honorable mention, because I will say this, my number one is an import. I get really into these imports. I go on 5K Toys a lot.
Wait a minute. You're getting into your number one?
No, I'm showing my honorable mention, but you didn't let me lead. Jesus, Ryan.
I'm having a hard time concentrating. I've done like 4 shots.
This is my honorable mention because of what my number one is.
Okay.
This company, I don't know. I can't keep track of what the companies are called. I think this one is by Patriot because Patriot I got a couple of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker figures.
Yeah.
This one, let me tell you something. Mezco, go look at this shit because this Joker figure, this Heath Ledger Joker figure, you got to make me big, Ryan. Got to make me big. Listen, this thing, and this screen doesn't do it justice. Listen, if you haven't bought this figure, go buy this figure. If this figure costs you $200, go buy this figure. I think it cost me like $80. This figure is absolutely flawless. And when you're like, well, how is it not your number one? When you get to my number one, you'll understand. Listen, the hair detail, you guys can't see it. The wash on the hair, the likeness on this head is better than any likeness that anyone will ever do of Heath Ledger. This thing is his accessories alone. Like he comes with the grenades, you put them in. I can put the thing onto his finger and like recreate that scene. He comes with a pencil. He comes with all sorts of hands. He comes with another head. Like, dude, this figure is absolutely unbelievable. So I think they're sold out on 5K Toys, but if you can get it. Get the Joaquin Phoenix Jokers, like get everything. All those third-party Jokers, get them all. They're all fantastic.
But, I passed on that.
Oh, I can't believe you passed on it.
I might.
Dude, his socks, he's got the socks, the movie accurate socks. Dude, this thing's amazing. And let me tell you something. Look, that figure is by far better than anything Mezco has ever put out.
Watch this. Mrs. LaserPants, if you need ideas for a figure gift, you just got a great idea.
There you go. It's either Felix Toys or Patriot Toys, something like that. I think on 5K Toys you sold out, though. Let me check.
It's all good. By the way, quick aside while you check that. Scott Hughes just sent me a screenshot of sold listings. Like this is sold for the Cobra Commander on card.
Mm-hmm.
$200.
Wow, really?
It was worth it for the $7 I made in ad revenue on that video.
You should sell mine.
But you know what? But I mean, I didn't pay for the His Tank. It was a very generous gift from Jeff Wheat, so I have no regrets. None at all.
And you've got a cool Cobra Commander figure in your collection.
I do. I mean, he looks awesome. Look, I retired the Captain Crunch Cobra Commander. I retired it. He's not in the display. He's in a baggie. I'm going to sell it. That is my Cobra Commander. It looks great. All right.
Real quick before you go, Ryan, I can't believe Bobby is still doubling down on his Snyder man love even after watching Rebel Moon.
Listen.
Don't tell me that was good.
Did I not say in the chat that it was a bad, like, okay, I didn't say it was good. I didn't say it was bad. I was very lukewarm to it. Like, I watched
lukewarm
it wasn't bad like The Flash was bad.
Generous.
Watch it thinking, fuck, this movie's bad. Like The Flash was bad. Rebel Moon, I was just like, again, like lukewarm. Like I was like, when's something gonna happen? Or when are they gonna like flush out that character? And like it just never got. It was a lot of blue balls. It just never got there. It never gave me the payoff. So it's like, now here's the thing. I'm not going to apologize for him. It was not a good movie. There's no time to fix the second movie because it comes out in April. But my thing is, okay, he came off Justice League where he got fucked over. Guys, he got fucked over big time. I know Michael French, me and him can argue about this, and he blames Snyder for a lot of the Snyderverse. I found a really good YouTube video where it talks about the problems were Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers ruined what Snyder had planned, and it got all muddied.
I know the video you're talking about.
Yeah, it's so good. So it's not Snyder's fault. Like, I wanted to see him do what he did. Look, they did it to David Ayer. Like they handcuffed these guys. These guys have been allowed to do what they did. Now, Rebel Moon, he comes off Snyderverse. We got fucked over, and he goes, "Wow, someone's finally letting me do whatever the fuck I want." You can't just let a director do whatever he wants. You have to rein him in a little bit.
George Lucas, perfect example of that. Perfect example. Now, if you don't put a leash on him and let him fucking run amok, he's going to piss everywhere. He's going to eat your toys. He's going to shit all over the place. Like, that's the problem. You need to put a leash on him and just pull him back a little bit. And I think Netflix just said, "Hey, Zach, you know what? Do whatever you want. You got fucked over by Warner Brothers. Do whatever you want." And they let him do whatever he wants. Now, he is a visual storyteller. He's not very story-driven guy.
He's a slow motion storyteller.
Yeah, so
he can't write characters.
Are visually fantastic. I think he needs a writer to help him out a little bit. So I think what Rebel Moon suffered from was them just letting him run amok. I think if you reined him in a little bit, I think you get something great. So that's my take on Rebel Moon. I think it's a very flawed movie. I would never watch it again. I will watch the second one, but I just think that you gotta put a leash on him a little bit.
All right, we got 34 minutes until Tony's hard stop. Okay. So we need to move on to my honorable mention. This was on my top 5 of 2023 so far, a show I did with Jeremy back in June. NECA Alf. There will never be a better Alf figure unless Hot Toys does one. Now, you might not like Alf, whatever, doesn't matter. This is a perfect, 6-7 inch scale representation of Alf. It's an amazing.
You just like him because he's got the same haircut as you.
I mean,
actually, no. That actually looks more like Jeremy Jernigan's haircut, but yeah.
I mean, he's awesome. Got the same nose as Jeremy.
Oh, damn, the burns coming all over the place.
So NECA Alf, if you haven't gotten him, if he's still available and you like Alf, pick it up. Second honorable mention, I've wanted this figure from this company for years, and they finally did it. It's not my definitive version of the character, but it's still damn good to me. I know it's very divisive amongst the Mezco community. That is Damian Wayne Robin. I really like this figure. I can't wait to get a Tim Drake or even a Dick Grayson Robin from them. Really from Mafex. Mafex, come on, make us one. But Mezco did a really good job, in my opinion, with Damian Wayne Robin. Not quite top 5 material for me. Bobby.
Yeah.
This is your best female figure. If you asked me 6 months ago, I would have said Pandora, but I think Warpath Eclipse took her spot for me as favorite female Valorous figure. Warpath Eclipse is an honorable mention for me, definitely in my top 10. Love this figure. I need some more. I might have to buy some more. All right.
I hate to say it, Bobby, but Pandora's fallen way down my list of.
You shut your fucking mouth. You shut up. You shut up.
For me, it's Warpath Eclipse, then the original Eclipse, then the female Desert Trooper, then Gemini.
Oh wow, Gemini's good.
Then Pandora.
We are not friends, and I'm 100% serious about that.
All right.
You've said before that all your figures are like your children. You can't pick favorites.
Just because you can't pick a favorite doesn't mean you secretly don't have one.
All right. This figure I got 3 days ago, and I was blown away. This is the best MCU. Technically, it is an MCU figure now that Hasbro has ever done. And that is the Hasbro No Way Home Dr. Octopus. The figure itself, articulation, limited. But these tentacles are so good. And I mean, the Alfred Molina likeness, such a good figure. This is going to go in like a Spider-Man 2 display for me with Toby. Love this figure. Dude, these tentacles are so good. They're bendy wire, but they are stiff, man. Like, they can hold up his weight. He could hold like Spider-Man in one of the tentacles, and these they would hold the weight of another figure. They are solid. One gripe, they didn't put gold paint on the tentacles. There's no paint on them at all. But other than that, best MCU figure right here of all time. And that's my final runner-up. I did 4. There we go. All right. Now, our number ones. What drop do I play? I don't know. How about this one? Bobby. There we go. For our number ones. Excuse me.
What was that?
Who cares?
That needs to be retired from the soundboard.
Tony, what is your number one figure of 2023?
So when I was going over like all the different modern stuff that I'd picked up this year, there's like a line of figures that I'd kind of forgotten about and had forgotten to include in previous years when we've done these lists. But this is easily the best action figure, my favorite action figure that I've picked up this year. It's the Stan Solo movie accurate Boba Fett. Now, he did these in both Empire and Jedi. I've got both of them, but I picked the Empire one because I prefer the colors of the Empire version. This is such an awesome figure.
I totally forgot about that one. So good.
Have you got this one, Bobby?
I do. And I'm with you. I love the Empire colors way better.
Yeah, way better. I love this figure. Big shout out to Chris Smith, Stan Solo Creations. He's got a couple of cool figures coming out early 2024 as well. A Dagobah training Luke and a Darth Vader with removable helmet done in the Kenner style. So, yeah, that's when I was looking around in the collection yesterday, and then I saw that, I had to rearrange my entire list. That's my favorite modern pickup of the year.
That's high praise for Stan Solo, man. Good job, Stan Solo. Awesome figure. All right, Bobby. What is your number one figure of 2023?
So my number one figure, I will be the first to admit, is very biased. Okay. But it is an import, so not well known. But it was kind of one of those things where, and when you guys see it, you'll be like, oh shit, I should have expected that. Because I've talked about this version of this character many times and how much I love this version of this character. And I have a 12-inch version, and I'm not a 12-inch guy. So it's like, for me to get a 6-inch version, I was waiting. I was waiting for Mezco to do it. They didn't do it. I was waiting for someone else to do it. They didn't do it. Well, finally, an import company did it. Now, this import company, I'm looking at the box. It says it's licensed, which is interesting because they don't call him by name on the box. So I wonder if it's something where it started out as a third party and got licensed later. But the second I saw it, I said, I couldn't pay for it fast enough. And it is by a company called Caillou Toys. Again, another 5K Toys purchase. And it is the Snyder Justice League.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Nightmare Joker.
Fred, I want to give you a reach around.
Now, between him and the Heath Ledger Joker, as far as product goes, I think the Heath Ledger Joker is slightly better. Slightly. But the fact that I've wanted this figure for so long, like the second I saw that scene, I said, I want that figure. I want a 6-inch version of that figure. And the fact that we got a soft goods figure with amazing detail, all the mags come out of the rifle, his pistol comes out, like his vest is super detailed. It comes with, the playing card comes out, it comes with a bunch of hands. bunch of different heads. So it's like, you know, the weathering on him, like this, the likeness alone is flawless. So it's like, this is what I needed in life. I needed this Joker. I needed this version at 6-inch. So again, it's like, this is by Kaiju Toys. They have them in stock on 5K Toys. The Heath Ledger Joker, not in stock. This is in stock. But again, he's called the Dreamer. But again, it's like, he's licensed. It's got the holograms. It's got, you know, DC all over it, all over the back, like officially licensed DC. So I think what happened was, they probably contacted them and was like, hey, you can't really do that. And they're like, well, we'll just license it. And, you know, again, it's like, if Mezco decides down the road they want to do it. Now, I think they abandoned the Snyderverse because it took 3 years to get out a 3-pack of basic characters. Even if they do one, it's never going to compare to this. This figure is amazing. That is my number one because it's absolutely amazing.
Did you do your shot yet?
Oh shit, I didn't.
I'm gonna
switch over to Little Bullet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. Little Bullet or just Bullet? I missed the
Bullet.
Okay, Bullet Rye. I'm logging into 5K Toys right now. Why do you do this to me? But God,
dude, it's well worth it. I mean, what is he? I have it up right now. He's $85. Like $85. You're gonna tell me like that figure's not worth $85? I know 85 is probably like a lot, but for an import with soft goods, guys, a Mezco figure. Listen, I got a 3-year-old 89 Batman that falls apart, and that thing was $100. So the fact that, like, you know, 8 and Skate said Heath Ledger Joker's in stock. Okay, good, guys, go out and get these 2 figures. These figures are amazing.
Stop saying that. I'm trying to get them right now.
Sorry.
They're going to sell out.
Go buy them right now. Listen, 5K Toys, you better give me something for free because I just made all that shit sell. Listen, they just did a pre-order for a fucking 1/12 scale Gandalf, soft goods Gandalf figure with a Balrog. I bought that shit immediately. Like, yes, give me more. Give me more. Like, I love these third-party import figures. Because they have no strings attached. They can do whatever they want. They don't have to worry about a licensor, and they make a really, really great toy. Like, it's awesome. They don't fall apart. Like, you think like imports, they fall apart. Listen, I will say this. I feel like Mafex figures fall apart easier than these import figures, which is crazy. I'm telling you, the stuff I've been buying is really, really good. The detail, the paint, all of it's amazing. Go buy my James Bond. I ordered a James Bond. That figure just shipped. I'm so psyched for that. I ordered the Days of Future Past Wolverine.
Which James Bond is it?
What was that?
Which James Bond?
It's Daniel Craig.
Yeah,
the only one.
Hold on, both of you, Bobby. What's the Heath Ledger called?
He's called Kaiju Toys Justice League Joker.
No, he's not on 5K Toys.
Yeah, he is. Hold on, I'm going to send you in the chat the link.
All right.
You're welcome.
Heath Ledger from Justice League.
Oh, sorry, the Heath Ledger. Oh, you wanted the Heath Ledger? Sorry, I just sent you the Snyder one. Sorry,
I got that. I got that one.
Yeah,
but the Heath Ledger. I was trying to find the Ledger one. I couldn't find the Ledger one.
You said Skate said it was in stock.
Try VC Toy Box. Maybe it's on there. Because I buy from both of them, and I can never remember who I buy from. But I'm pretty sure I bought the Ledger Joker from 5K Toys. Here was my shot.
All right. Now we're going to get into my number one as I check out.
Yeah, I just made a bunch of people buy a purchase because of my shit. Listen, and if you can, Felix Toys, the clown, is the Joaquin Phoenix one. I have the first version. Then they came out with a deluxe version that comes with the stage and the chair. Dude, that thing is amazing. I got both versions, so good. And then I have the one where it's just him without the makeup on, like street version of Arthur. Dude, so good, man. So good. So good. Go buy them.
Oh, Scott Hughes, you're a gem.
What? What do you do?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Look at all the people in the chat. I just made people buy a bunch of shit because I said how awesome something is. You got
5K Toys, reach out and sponsor us. You and Hella Dope and Toyco. Come on.
We don't need sponsors.
say something because I'm trying to finish this checkout
Yeah,
process.
guys, I'm telling you, great. Listen,
I got it. I got it.
You hit what I want. Greatest Joker. I know he was only on screen for like 3 minutes. Greatest version of the character. I will debate anybody on it because you got to listen to his lines. You got to listen to his delivery. You got to listen to the way he portrays that character. And the way the character is written in the comics is exactly how the Joker should be played. Tony, you can go fuck yourself. Telling you. Look at that. Collect the disconnects at Bobby Val. Toy Tuber of the Year, baby. Right here. Play my Stone Cold, Ryan.
Oh. I got it. I got them both.
You got them both?
I got them both, baby.
Nice. Did you get the Joaquin Phoenix one though? That's the one you got to get.
No, I have that one. I already have it.
I told you I just ordered it. I saw. I'm pretty sure. Did I see it last night or this morning? Either way, I ordered it this morning. Like I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Gandalf, right. and I splurged for the Balrog. Yup.
Wow, really? You got the Balrog,
dude? How could you not?
Damn.
How could you not?
That's like the statue one, right?
Well, yeah, the Balrog's like a statue. Yeah.
Okay, are we on to? Yeah, we're on to my number one. Not quite. No, junkie on, not drunk POA. All right, cool.
Could be a drunk after show.
All right, my number one. Listen, okay, shot first. My number one of my favorite companies making action figures today, Metacom. Ooh. And their line, Mafex. Bam, Nightwing. Number one figure of the year.
Wow. You took Nightwing at number one?
Dude, I've been wanting a Nightwing for so long, and this freaking thing delivered.
Wow.
Like, my only issue is some of the finer details, the paint apps, tiny bit sloppy. But the articulation, I mean, look at that, dude. That's 6-inch dick right there. Look at that right there. So good.
6-inch dick.
Yeah, awesome. That's my number one. All right. We got a ton of messages. We got a ton of super chats we have to get to. Let's see here. Guys, thank you so much for all these awesome super chats. Tony has 17 minutes till he's got to go. Blue Serendipity. Samantha, thank you so much for the member chat. The perfect Saturday night combo, homemade cookies, cocktails, my boo, V. Conley, and the men of the 3POA.
Ooh, what kind of boys?
I don't know. Thank you, Samantha. Drew G with the member chat. Thank you, sir. Bobby, can you do a Desert Rat wave? Just Tony in winter gear, on Atlas body, on female body, on swarm body, and drunk con Tony with hugging action. That'd be good. That's a no. Okay. Drew. Got the Drews. Let's see here. Thank you for the super chat. No message. Aaron MMA. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Scott Hughes with the member chat. Thank you, Scott. And thanks for sending that link to the Joker because I just got it. Mr. Hughes, I appreciate you. Thanks for all that candy. And Gavin loves the video game. He says, I'm hoping Bobby gets drunk enough to let it slip what convention is replacing the con that shall not be mentioned in Georgia.
Maybe.
Do you even know yet?
I do.
Oh, okay. You said maybe. That means the after show.
Of course I know. And I will say this. I'm going to have an exclusive so good at that show that if you go to that show that shall not be named, you will not be able to get that exclusive. So you have to go to this new show. You have to go to the replacement show. I mean, this show's going to be way better anyway. But you go to that show, you get the exclusive. You go to the other one, you don't get the exclusive.
There you go. There goes the new one. Member chat from It's Chad. Thank you, sir. He says, two of you have great haircuts. I'm thinking Tony and Bobby because you're closer to Chad's haircut. Tony,
I'll do it myself.
Tony, go ahead and bring up that chat because I don't know which one you're talking about.
So George Aitken, he put this up a little while ago. He said, well, You are sending Bobby some old mail away figures. I sent them, George.
George, I'm glad this came up because I just got them yesterday, and I want to thank you. I'm glad I can thank you live. George, thank you so much. George sent me the 2 versions of the Mail Away Action Force Commander. I got them in the mail because he sent them to Tony. Tony sent them to me. I got them. Oh, it was so nice opening those up yesterday. George, thank you so much. Those were extremely generous. I can't thank you enough. I'm so happy to have them in my collection, having both versions. For those of you that don't know, there was a hat variant on them. But I was so excited because I was missing them. I did not have them in my collection. So thank you so much, George. Appreciate it.
I know you love your mail aways. I'm just sorry. I was trying to get it there in time for Christmas, but
that's okay.
The mail out of it. I sent them express, and it got stuck in Los Angeles for like over a week. I don't know what happened.
That's okay.
All right. Sal Vader.
What's up, Sal?
Hey, Sal.
He says, not quite 20 days nicotine free. Good job, man. Keep going. He says, but whatever, close enough. I don't have a top 5 for obvious reasons. He quit collecting, working on buying his first home. But if I did and it was out in time, the glow-in-the-dark Swarm would have been number 1.
You're a 90s kid like me, Sal.
Yep.
We love our cheesy gimmicks.
Maybe one of those might make it your way. Thank you, Sal. Appreciate you, man. All right. Chad. Thank you, Chad, for the super chat. He says, modern toy collectors, gullible. In other news, water is wet.
Yeah, well.
I am being gullible. I fall for stuff all the time.
100% gullible.
Thank you, Chad. Let's see here. Renato Renchnato. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. Buenos noches. Good nachos. That's what that means. Hermanos. He says, replay tonight, but didn't want to miss the opportunity to wish you all a happy new year. You guys are the best. Lo mejor? Don't know what that means. Anyone? Chat?
Nope.
Chat?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you, Renato. Appreciate you, man. Your figure is on the way, sir, whenever you see this. All right. Rick Shattered Glass Jazz. Blue Serendipity says the best. Okay. That's what it means, the best. Rick Shattered Glass Jazz, the posing master. Thank you, Rick. He says, my favorite items of 2023 has to be the His Tank, Mondo Battle Cat, Swarm Horde Trooper, and Mafex Nightwing. My man.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I can't believe you guys listen, he's a great figure. But I mean, listen, the Poison Ivy that we just got, I think is a little better.
Poison Ivy's good. I'll say this about Dick. I've been wanting this Dick for so long. I've been wanting this Dick for so long that I might be a little biased towards Nightwing.
See, here's the thing about that Nightwing, though. Because, I like 90s versions better. So it's like, while that
mullet ponytail,
I like the blue and yellow costume with the mullet. Yeah, dude. To me, that's a better Nightwing.
McFarlane's is doing that one.
He's not going to do it well.
No. Who knows? Hey, maybe Mafex will one day. This is my preferred Nightwing. This look, the blue, not the red. They did him in red. He was red for a while. I
mean, listen, that costume is great. I just find myself gravitating towards 90s stuff a little more.
I mean, the blue and yellow is what he was in one of the most epic DC stories, the Crisis on Infinite Earths, or Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Crisis,
also, that was his original costume.
OG,
when he left, that was so impactful as a comic. New Teen Titans, when he left and he becomes Nightwing, dude, that was huge. Come on.
I mean, I have an insatiable desire for more of Batman's rogue. I mean, the Bat Family.
The Bat Family.
I want Tim Drake. I want the classic
desire for more Dick.
I do.
You know who was a good character was the Batgirl during No Man's Land, the one that was in all black with her face covered. She was great.
Yeah, another good story. No Man's Land, so good. Thank you, Rick Shattered Glass Jazz. Brian Dillingham with the super chat. Thank you, Brian Dillinghamism. He says, Tony and Bobby, welcome back to my two favorite 3 POAs. Ryan, nice shirt. Thanks, Brian Dillingham.
Wait, when were, like, I know Tony was gone, but when was I gone? Was I gone?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we've been gone for 2 weeks, so he's saying welcome back. Yeah. Thank you, Brian. I'm glad he's a good sport about me saying his name wrong. Biff Jocko with the member chat. Thank you, Biff. No love for Kill Switch. I love Kill Switch, but the list is only so long, man.
I know.
Yeah, and no, look, this is when I was making that joke with Bobby about Pandora going down the list, and I was rattling off all these others. So it drives me nuts when people do that. You put content out on YouTube, and as soon as you don't mention something, they're like, "Oh, no love." I wouldn't have this figure customized like this and on my shelf if I didn't really like it. I love the upgrade pack for this. My favorite upgrade head actually is Kill Switch. So,
I mean, if we were doing a top 20, right, and I didn't limit myself on Action Force picks for, to keep myself as unbiased as I can, Kill Switch would absolutely be in the top 20 for sure.
Yeah.
But we're limiting ourselves to 5. Look how long it's taken us to get through 5 selections. We got 9 minutes until Tony's hard out, so I got to get through this. Or if it takes a little bit extra time, Tony, just
leave.
Is that cool? Because
I was going to leave. I was going to leave when Bobby pulled out his number 1.
Tony, if you got to go, man, no hard.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
Tony, let me listen. One day, I want me and you to just get on a chat together, and I want to play that scene, and I want to dissect that scene for you. And I'm telling you, by the end of the scene, I bet I'm going to turn you. I'm telling you, you got to be open-minded, and you got to think about him as the character, and then what he represents as the character from the comics. I'm telling you.
Look. If a joke needs to be explained, it's not funny. So
no, it's not a fucking joke. It's not a fucking joke. Listen, put aside your hate for Snyder and your hate for Jared Leto, and don't look at it as
I don't hate Jared Leto.
Look at it as the character. Listen, look at it as the character. Look at it as the character. Forget about the director. Look at it as the character. It's the best version of that Joker character.
I like that version of the Joker character best.
I mean, I can lose 2 friends tonight. It's fine.
Hey, Uban. Hard out. All right, back to the super chat. Super, hallelujah. Thank you for the super chat. Happy early New Year's. My favorite figure of the year is the Ellie and Joel 2-pack from Limb Toys. Yeah, I had that pre-ordered. Still hasn't shipped.
Is that from The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically like, third-party Mezco. Yeah. I waited 2 years for them. Dude, it's been longer than that. I pre-ordered those pre-pandemic or early pandemic.
I still haven't watched that show. Is that show any good?
I don't know. I've never seen it. I've never played the game. I pre-ordered that set for some reason. Thank you, Super Hallelujah. Appreciate you. Nostalgia Not with the member chat. Thank you, sir. Ryan, play the snoring sound effect, please. I don't have that. I've never had that. That's just me. That's, when I had Todd Rectangular on the other day, that's what I did because he carried on for a little bit. Shout out to Todd. All right. Thank you, Nostalgia Not. Bushman. Thank you, Bushman. Just saying hi from Vietnam. Happy New Year, fellas. Wow.
Happy New Year.
From China to Vietnam, man. All right. Thank you, Bushman. Appreciate you. Collect to Disconnect. Thanks for the super chat, sir. I'll drink to that. I don't know what that was from, but okay, I'll drink to that. Liquid Death. Appreciate you. Thanks for the super chat. Earl Potts, thanks for the super chat. He says, I'll be covering Terrificon. Let's party late.
Yeah.
Oh, Earl, you're going? Earl's in, I think Earl's in Jersey. So that's not that far, right?
No. Right,
where's Terrificon?
Terrificon's in Connecticut.
Okay. Right on. Thank you, Earl. Impossible Pie. Thank you for the member chat. Happy New Year, guys, and chat. Thank you, Impossible Pie. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for all the support. Hey, Anthony's Customs is here. Anthony with the super chat. Thanks, man. Here you go. Get yourself the newest wave of Marvel Legends at Ollie's. He put out a couple of great videos about premium DNA.
Whole wave for $5.
Yeah. Thank you, Anthony. My condolences for your for your comment section on those last two videos. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Got to get you back on the show. All right, let's see here. JD Stenson, thanks for becoming a channel member. Stay tuned for the after show coming up shortly. Appreciate you. James Lucas with the super chat. Thank you, sir. He says, Ryan, how long have you been waiting for the dick? A good Nightwing? I mean, a long time, like 10 years. But the last one, well, Mattel did one, but Mattel did one of their multiverse line and their DC Universe line, but neither of those were very good. So long time. All right. Tony Robles. Tony, how you doing, man? Thank you. Happy New Year's, boys. Just want to say it's great to see a 3 POA. Also, care packages inbound. Thanks, man. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Always. Let's see here. Wesley Hendricks, welcome to channel membership, Wesley. I met Wesley at Second Chance Toys in Georgia. And what was that? That's,
22.
2020, yeah, 2022. But it was what town is that in?
Marietta,
Georgia. Yeah. Thank you, Wesley. Appreciate that. Let's see here. We got Liquid Below Zero became a channel member. Thank you. Stay tuned for the after show. We are all caught up on chats. A couple really quick. Old Nasty gave his top 5 Warpath Eclipse, Bloody Pandora with Bloody Accessory Pack, Marvel Legends Spiral. That would have been in my top 20. WWE Muhammad Ali and Nightfall Batman. That's a good figure, man.
Nightfall. But Nightfall Batman was 2022.
He's talking McFarlane.
Oh, gotcha.
That McFarlane one was good. I saw it once and I passed on it. And now
I'm a Nightfall Batman snob. He's my favorite version of Batman. The McFarlane Nightfall Batman is not as good. Like, listen, if it goes Mafex, DC Direct, like early 2000s Nightfall Batman.
2 minutes.
You know, so it's like, yeah, that one's up there, but he's it's not 100% accurate.
Last one, James Lucas, Tony and Bobby. Who's your favorite UFC fighter ever?
Matt Hughes.
Tony.
Ever.
Matt, you know what? Matt Hughes just got me into, like, Matt Hughes. When I got into UFC, Matt Hughes was just becoming like peak, and I just, like, he made me love UFC. Like, granted, like, I'll always love Conor, but Matt Hughes was ahead of the game, man. He was ahead of the game.
Figure Fever loves your shirt.
Talker.
Figure Fever loves your shirt. Tony, he has the comic book.
Yeah,
Figure Fever.
Heaps of people have been asking where I got it. I bought this in Kmart Australia about 6 years ago. Like, they don't sell them anymore. So
Jason Newton, thank you for the super chat. My top 2024 pick would be any Invincible figure that Bobby puts out. Thank you for that super chat. Very generous. Bobby, make it happen.
We'll see.
All right. Thank you, Jason. And to end the show here, Greg Fenstad, thank you for the member chat. Member for 2 months. Hope everyone has had a good holiday season. Happy New Year's. Can't wait to see what 2024 brings to the 3 POA. Neither can we. Tony, Bobby, I love you guys. I can't wait for 3 POA in 2024 and what it brings. It's going to be awesome. Let's make it an awesome year.
Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year.
I'll drink to that. Bobby, drink to that. See you guys on the after show. Later.